5, 4,
I feel
3,
like I'm an
2. Wait, what was that?
I feel like I'm an iCarly.
I'm old. I'm old. I'm old.
Man.
That old though?
I'm old.
We almost got an
Yo,
iCarly
what up?
reboot. Jeanette McCurdy's out of acting in general now. Like so
I need
much
to
has
read that
happened since that.
I know, but that's an old show too.
Old. I'm old.
Man,
But anywho, hello everyone. The time is 7:11 on June 15th.
Slurpee
Happy
Alex.
Father's Day. Happy Pride. It's your friend Chris Kennard. It's episode 19 of Haystack HHYM Music. I'm joined here by my good friends, good old Los and Dakota, aka Young Muva. Say hello to the people, everyone.
Yo.
Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. Haystack West, you have committed a grave sin. Not
Again.
once, but twice. You have come to the recording table, not having done not near one of the songs. There are 5 of these motherfuckers. The episode of the title, it is more Muva's music. You have not done that bit of research. So what's going to happen? I'm going to hit the mute button, and me and Dakota are going to have a conversation. And when you get back, you will let me. Yes, sir.
If I may explain myself.
You may not. You may not. Delete. You may not. I'm gonna call you Los Hardy.
No. Yeah.
I wouldn't do that to you. Respectfully, I wouldn't do that to you. No.
Why didn't you listen to it though? I sent you my list. You know, we've been talking these past couple days. I talk to you every day.
You said, I mean, in fairness, you sent me the list of songs like what, yesterday?
Yeah, but what the fuck were you doing this morning?
So, you know, between schoolwork and laundry and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Now you're gonna blame good old Arthur. You're gonna blame good old Arthur.
You know, like Arthur just got ambushed.
No spoilers. No spoilers. Even though the game is old as shit now. No spoilers.
It has been like 8 years, bro.
You do know one song that I put on there because you were like, remember that day you were like, what is that song? And you were
looking forward to it then. Yeah.
All right.
He hated it.
So
I'll be so upset when it's like Mariah the Scientist. I'm like, fuck, I'm a Mariah the Scientist fan.
I have we're not even gonna open the discussion up. You go do your homework while the adults go talk. Okay? Okay? And don't be dropping in after every song. I want you to all 5 joints. I want notations. All 5.
That's not what he's gonna do.
He better.
I'm gonna do all 5.
All 5.
I'll have it done in 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Nah, no skimming.
We got a show to run.
No skimming. Trust me. I can. Me and Dakota can carry the show. This wasn't the first time one of the males had to be sidelined for the entire recording. You will listen to all 5, start to finish. And I want
one of those episodes where it's like not even like about me. It's just like I drop it. This is a Rick and Morty side episode. This
is not the interdimensional cable episode of our show. I refuse to let that be the case. It's not happening.
The Federation of Ricks episode.
Absolutely not. Los Sanchez. I'm
all
sick.
All right, man. Let me get to it.
See you in a minute. All right. Now that he's gone, let's talk a lot of shit. Nah, I never do that. We're not doing that.
We're making an evil plan right now.
Yeah. Okay. So, Dakota, hi. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you're like it ain't easy being cheesy, but here we are. Episode 19 of the Haystack HHYM Music universe. We have the Scientists, Colts, Pierce the Veil, Jack Off Jill, and is it Jonica or is it Jonica?
Honestly, I feel like it's Jonica. But I say a lot of things wrong, so I can be.
That
wrong.
makes two of us. I also have to admit to you, this might be the first episode where I'm coming in with like a bit of just like I'm in my hater era this time.
I'm like, no,
and I
no,
don't,
I'm
I'm not trying to be like disingenuous. I'm not trying to like be a contrarian, but like I have a lot of thoughts on these songs. So what I thought we would do, we'll do everything in order because like I wrote like I put it in like a mini little YouTube playlist for us to like keep up with. I'm saving like our discussion on Pierce the Veil for the very last because that's a band that means a lot to me and my history, and so
that's my favorite song on the list, I think.
Oh, golly. So maybe, and bearing that in mind, okay, well, we'll say the best for last in regards to you.
Yes.
All right. So let's talk about your friend, Mariah the Scientist. How about you give us like the background and how y'all met and why you like work?
I'm sorry, what's your question?
How did you get into her work and like why did you pick this song in particular?
Oh, I came across her somewhere on the internet. I don't know if it was a reel or that's how I discover a lot of songs these days. But honestly, somewhere on the internet, I heard not even that song, you know, but I picked that song because it's a new song. And also, I've been listening to it a lot. I fuck with it. Like, yeah.
Okay.
It's that simple, you know? Short and simple.
Okay. So, here's the lowdown on Mariah the Scientist and moi. I didn't really know who she was until the YouTube channel that I followed very faithfully known as Fab Socialism. Now, that account is nowhere to be found. It rebranded as The Elephant. Don't ask. I couldn't even explain it to you. But when Fab did their video on Mariah, there was a lot of shade being thrown Mariah's way. And I don't want to like recall anything that I may or may not have heard because now I don't have like a link to send people to like so people can hear for themselves.
Yeah.
But like based on how like Fab was like dressing short, I'm like, oh, maybe I won't get into her work if that's how one of like the people that I respect thinks about her music. So now I'm confronted directly with the artist and a brand new song, millions of hits, you know, looking quite fetching in the video, if I do say so myself, you know, like, you know, serving some looks, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I'm thinking like I'm respectfully, I'm looking. And so I'm like, so I do my Googles, you know, because I want to look at the lyrics, I want to look at the producers, because I hear a sample in this beat, and I'm like, I can't put my finger on it, but I know these motherfuckers sampled it. So I'm like, who the fuck are the producers? You heard it too, right? There's like this, like this.
I feel the same way. I'm like, why does this song feel familiar? And that's probably why I liked it. So no, I agree. I'm like, nah, I feel like I've heard something sound like this before.
So, you know, if you go on to genius.com, which is like two things that I'm always going to cite on this show is genius.com and motherfucking Wikipedia. So I go on Genius first, and I'm like, who are the producers? It's Jet Ski Perp in 1985. Two cats I don't really know per se. So like, you know, like you float like you put your mouse over the name, and I learned that 1985 is an OVO producer. So immediately my nose is just like, what? Sense of Drake in this bitch? Oh, hell no. I'm like, that's strike one. That's strike one. And how are you supposed to even know that? That has nothing to do with you, for the record. Like, there's no way, there's no fucking way you know that shit. Yeah. That's the strike. You know what I'm saying? Strike two is when I do my Wikipedia search on Mariah the Scientist, I learned that when she first signed to a label, she signed to one Tory Lanez.
No.
And for the record,
I didn't know he had a label. I didn't know he had a label. Because I thought he was.
Neither did I. But like, it's again, not as if you would fucking know. And two, I don't expect every like person that I listen to be like the most like woke person on the planet. But I'm just like, so if you are a woman who like men follow because you're attractive, And we know how most men act around like a pretty woman. It's like, oh yeah, let me get some of that.
God,
and like a lot of these men were like,
yes, D.
you know what I'm saying? And like a lot of these men treated Megan with disrespect when she was going through what she went through with Tori. So I feel like it could have been a good show of faith if Mariah said loudly, I was signed to this motherfucker and I stand with Meg. That's all you have to fucking say. You don't have to justify shit. Your experience is your experience. But I'm like, I really would have loved if there was like a headline or two saying Mariah's the scientist stands with Megan Thee Stallion. But neither here nor there, but nevertheless, it made my eyebrow raise. Strike two. And finally, the coup de grace. You know, scrolling through Wikipedia, looking at this lady's like discography. Most recently was on a song with T Grizzly and Chris Brown.
No, see that. Listen, I'm not even gonna sit here and say I'm a huge Mariah fan. I can give you like a handful of songs that I fuck with. Like, she's not my favorite artist by any means, which is probably why I haven't like done
the deep dive.
You know, but
yeah,
you
but
know,
like,
it's honestly not. It's not surprising, man. And honestly, a lot of people bang with Chris Brown. I mean, since you're talking about him, like even some big people, Teyana Taylor, you know, women like that. I don't know. It's just to me. I don't listen to him anymore. I haven't listened to him since like middle school, to be honest. But yeah, I can't. I'm not a big Chris Brown fan. I know. I was thinking that too. Like he's fucking. I'm glad I don't know what he's listening to, but
I cannot wait.
He's fucking with it.
I cannot wait.
I know.
To get the Los notes. Let's move on before we find out what we're talking about.
I
know. Okay. So, but like context aside, I enjoy Burning Blue, but like there's something sinister about like a conventionally attractive person just being out here like doing like your hot girl shit and like there's no context for like who like you've been or like who you're rocking with in like this current stage of culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
feel like
there's
she doesn't show her out. She don't really see what she's doing outside of her music. She doesn't really post about that.
I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Like have your private life. I have no like Mariah doesn't know me. Doesn't know me, doesn't owe me shit. But like I feel as though when like such heavy hitters in a problematic light or like adjacent to you, I think it's like, hey, like they may have sold me the beat or we may have collabed, but like they ain't my kin. Those aren't my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah. Raise your eyebrow. Like, I mean, naturally so. Naturally so.
Let's move on. You know, next track on our list here is Always Forever by Colts. I have to tell you, like, you get my kudos at least for 3 of these songs just based on like picking these genres specifically. And like Colts is a big one for me because like I know them for their single Go Outside. This is like in 2011. I'm a big like hipster nerd, so like seeing them anywhere on the internet like currently for me is surprising because it was to my understanding they made their big one record and then they got sampled by J. Cole 2 years ago and then like I never heard from them again. But when I went to Spotify to like look at their discography, they've been working since like they dropped like last year. Like they never broke up. They've consistently put out music.
Something recent.
Yeah, and I'm like kudos to them because like it's clear that like they just like did the shit that they wanted to do and didn't really like chase a hit because that's how you get fucked up out here in the music world. But so I put this song on and I'm thinking, where the fuck have I heard this shit before? I guarantee I've heard it in some store somewhere in my life, not knowing. And I tried to listen to these songs at least twice before we came to the streaming table, and like I really like this song. This is like the one that I like the most. So kudos to you. I really, really like this one. How did you like stumble upon it?
Going down rabbit holes in Apple Music. Yeah. But truly, oh my god, this is one of my favorite songs to escape to.
I can see why. And I can't wait to get Los back on mic because there's a specific song that he mentioned during our last stream together, and like I'm gonna see if I can mention it before he does. So look forward to that. I don't have much to say about this one. It's just that like it makes me happy when I hear a new song and I like it right away. It's like, oh, this is no doubt like they captured lightning in a bottle. They're like, oh, we did our big one with this shit. Like the motherfuckers are gonna fuck with this shit. It's clear and like, yeah, like I'm happy to see when like people who are kind of like not as popular get to like kind of like succeed in secrecy in a way, because like the numbers don't lie. You see like the streams that they've done over like the last decade or so, but it's like you wouldn't recognize those two people on the street, and like I love that for them. That's what I want for anybody that I respect in like a creative way. It's like you get to do the thing that you like, people like it, they buy it, and you get to like you'll carry on about your day without being run down by the paparazzi. It's like, oh my god, it's Coles shopping at Kohl's. No,
you know who you are, but you're the fame. Fuck the fame, okay? But to be known, you know what I'm saying? To be
it's like, oh, you're in Kohl's? I love that song. Well, thank you. You know, and then like you move on. I tell this story all the time. When I was working during like the lockdown era of like COVID, some dude comes in my line because I work in retail, and some guy's in my line, and he's wearing like this hat of a band that I like, Jesus Piece. They're based out here in Philly, and I'm like, yo, that band is tight. He's like, thanks, I'm in it, and I'm like, I beg your pardon. He's like, in the band, and I'm like, huh? And he was just like, yeah, you know, we're just like doing our thing. And this is when bands couldn't play at like at venues. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm sorry y'all are on the road. It's like, no, it's cool. We're about to like go live stream on Twitch. It'll be great. You should be there. And I'm like, okay, bro, thanks. All right, cool. Have a good day. Never saw him again. He hasn't come back since. And I'm just like, wow, like just a regular fucking guy. And it's like, oh, I do that. No fanfare like, yes, glaze me. Just like, I play guitar. Cool, bye. And I'm like, wow. Like I think about that shit all the time because someday I may have to like play. I'm like, bet you. Who are you? You know what I mean? Just like you meet a lot of people in places and shit like that. So that was fun. Let's move on. We are going to skip momentarily. Damn the Man, Save the Empire. Let's talk about
I was trying to make my list. But no, I did put that third. What did I put? Oh, Jack Off Jail. That's not
I have to ask you something, because this is a relatively older band and project. Did you just find this during did you just like stumble upon this during one of your rabbit hole searches?
Listen, I'm an old soul. Okay,
old soul.
Probably with the pyramids. You know what I'm saying? No, truly,
Hilarious.
But no, honestly, like yes, I'm a 97 baby, but I will go back. Like I love music from like the 70s, the 60s. Like I will go back in time. How I discovered that song? Probably going down rabbit holes on the internet.
Okay.
I heard it, but sometimes, you know, it doesn't always tell you what the song is. So I probably had to search up some lyrics in Google and boom. I love that song. And actually, he's not on here right now, but that is the song. He had heard me.
Oh.
I don't think he heard the whole thing, but he was like, what is that song? He's like, add that to your list. I'm like, all right, so truly, he inspired me to put that song on here. I'm like, truly, that song, I will say that song inspired like the rest of my list. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to try to throw some curveballs on there.
Interesting. All right, so it's funny. Now that I know that like Los liked the song, it kind of like, I'm not surprised because like Los's favorite band is Nirvana. And this is definitely just like that grunge flavored music that he likes so much. And I like grunge too. And I've always seen like the album cover of this particular record all over the internet, all over record stores throughout my life, but I never gave it a chance. And so I'm hearing it for the first time today because of you and Los. And I gotta say, it didn't really like pull me in like I hoped it would. And like maybe that means that like it's one of like this possibly could be one of those situations where like it's gonna like it'll make sense to me later what like I don't understand right now at the moment. And I'm a big proponent of like bands with just women in them. I love bands with just women. Like I wish that like women-led bands were more popular because I have like 15 on like I can like lift off like 15 bands that just have girls in them off the top of my head that I wish had more of a chance to like be front and center and like people's attention, but like they're always like just like cast aside as like a novelty. And I'm like, no. It's so much more than that. And like I appreciate because like again, went on Wikipedia, learned more about this act. I like that they got to walk away when they wanted to walk away. And unfortunately, some of the members have passed away, and I feel so bad about that shit.
Yeah.
But like 2018, okay, this is like the last time you get to see us. Thanks, you know what I mean? We're out of here. And so that's really cool. I like that like the name is edgy, you know what I'm saying? Because like this is rock and roll, this is punk, this is emo. And so like I imagine like people are like, oh, how preposterous, how lewd, how vulgar, oh, nonsense. We'll never play this on my esteemed radio station. And I'm like, it's no wonder that like I guess I feel like an album like this is like for the real just like crate diggers. So like I'm glad like you just like put me in a position where like I had to hear this song for like the first or second time, and that I should find some more playlists to sneak it into to see who else might like it better. Did I lose both of y'all?
No, I am here. I just
Someone probably got a text.
Oh no, I am not popular, y'all. Nobody's. I had to see something.
Had to do some quick analytical reading.
Yeah, like, where is it? It's throwing me.
Don't keep us all in suspense here. Hello, Lowe's. Hopefully he's like 3/3 of the way.
No, fuck it. I'll do that later.
Okay. Fair enough.
I was thinking about a song that I took off my list.
You took off the list?
Yes, I replaced it.
Well, I can say like just on some like inside baseball type shit. I can safely say we'll probably have you back for season 3. Yeah. You know, like we're wrapping up like this season of our shows in July, but like I'm hoping that we'll start back up in August, and we'll make sure that we consult with you so we can get you on the show, so we can get more of like your we just need more of that feminine energy in our show. You know what I'm saying?
I was literally gonna say that because nobody wants to watch our podcast. No offense, we're all men. Like no, you need a woman's perspective.
Like, you know what? And what I'm hoping we get a chance to do is that because you know you've like blessed us with like 10 bangers, so I'm thinking maybe like the third time we get you on here, we each like give you something. Like I put a song in, Los put the song in, then we still get 3 more from you, and then we just like have you lead the show with like, what did you think? What did you think? What did you think? Just so like we can say if we're keeping on pace with the Zoomer Zillennial crowd, you know, because like you know Los and I are approaching like our mid 30s, and so it's like best that we stay humble. We take our correction.
I came back in at the wrong time.
I'm here for that.
Los, how many songs have you done?
All of them.
You did them all?
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's fuck what I was saying. Let's can we circle back, Los, to we've gone through 3 of these so far. Can we circle back to Burning Blue by Mariah the Scientist? What are your thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I first started it, I was like, this is Sierra ass song.
Damn.
And then by the time I got to the end of it, I go, well, we know Mariah the Scientist can do a Sierra song, but now I'm wondering if Sierra can do a Mariah the Scientist song. So
okay.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
As crazy as it sounds, like now I'm curious. So it's like it sounded like I said, it sounded like a Sierra song that I've listened to before, but then like as I got through, it was like, hold on, she has a stronger voice than Sierra.
I think her tone of voice, because I feel like Sierra has she's a very light
Yeah.
kind of voice, if you will. Like
falsetto-ish.
Mariah has a more like stronger tone. I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
You know what? Los, you weren't here, but when we started talking about Mariah, I mentioned how I only know about her because one of like my favorite YouTubers did like a kind of like expose on her shit. And when you say like, it sounds like she might be a better vocalist than Sierra, we gotta see what it's giving with the mic on with no backing track. That's my whole shit. Because that is the only thing I don't like about new school R&B. The backing track is always on, no matter where the fuck these motherfuckers is at.
Beyonce or Mariah, I don't really trust a lot of people singing a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
am I gonna spend some money on this shit? We need to sing off.
Bad, but I think the backtrack, yeah, obviously helps, you know.
You know what? That's a hell of an idea.
And I'm not trying to be like I'm not
actual singers.
A raw singer.
And like I'm not trying to like be because who the fuck am I? Some schmuck from Philadelphia like critiquing someone's like singing ability. I don't have perfect pitch, like I don't have a degree, but like I only bring it up because just like there's that air of just like because I would say that an artist like Mariah the Scientist is still paying her dues. Yes, that song is like number 25 on like the YouTube charts, millions of hits. I won't deny that. The video is shot well. She's super pretty. The song, like, I liked it right away when I first heard it. But like, she's not a household name yet. She's only like Mariah the Scientist is the kind of artist you hear about only when like there's some drama on the internet. And now because like she's like spinning the dials on radio stations. Respectfully.
It's not like yet a Kalani or like a Summer Walker or a SZA.
I would say that she's like adjacent to those acts.
You think so? I mean, I just feel like as long as being around, I feel like
you're right.
Fits in that category. She fits in that category for sure. You know?
For sure.
But honestly, hey, take away Travis Scott's auto-tune. You know what I'm saying?
Take away the vocal processing. Let's get the tiny
Look,
desk.
Man,
if we get a tiny desk in 2 years, I'm with it.
But I love the auto-tune.
Can he do that? That's my question.
Apples to oranges. Apples to oranges. Apples to oranges. Yeah. Let's not go down this path.
Like I said, I've heard Backyard. I know he can do it, and it sounds good.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Days Before Rodeo is a classic.
I take your word for it though, because I love it.
Don't you open up that window. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah. Because then we'll start talking about Ye at some point at that juncture, and I don't feel like talking about that motherfucker.
I don't want to.
I really don't. I truly don't.
Do it. So, how does Burning Blue sit on the haystack scale, 1 to 10?
I'll give it a 7. It's not something I'm gonna like go back to, but it's something that like if I hear it, I'll like groove to it for a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe get a body roll or two out of you.
Yeah, you'll get a body roll or two with me out of me.
Come on, Los. Yes, sir. Okay.
So, yeah.
Give me your takes on now, Los. I'm starting to ask this. What do you think of Always Forever by Colts?
Yeah!
I fucking knew it. I'm
thinking like he's vibing. That's how I do when
I saw the lighter go out. I'm like, oh, we out here. We're here.
Listen.
We got a Kurt Angle pop out of this motherfucker. It's up.
Listen, I love sounds
Dakota,
like that.
Dakota, you delivered. Hold on, Dakota. Give them for Dakota one time. Give them Dakota. Like,
right.
Look, I love sounds like that. That like light, airy, Tame Impala.
Hey man, pass the
like,
dude, bro.
It sounds like a California afternoon in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Real beach sounding, but real chill vibes.
Los. Weekends are never fun unless you're around here.
That's my shit. I love Smith
Westerns. I wrote in my notes. This shit is gonna pop Los like a wine bottle.
Oh
I
my
fucking
God.
knew he would like this shit. Oh, let's I'm so geeked right now.
You know, your Smith Westerns, your summer camp, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of Unknown Mortal Orchestra.
They're one of my most. Don't get me fucking started about Unknown Mortal Orchestra.
Honeybee is my shit.
Let me tell you something about. Let me tell you something about Australia. Australia. We have to thank Australia for 3 things. 1, Rhea Ripley. 2, a gang called Speed. And 3, hey, take it easy, buddy's watching. And 3, Unknown Mortal Orchestra. Them boys are funky. They put that stank on shit.
Robbie, but
send me some.
She married. I don't worry about her.
I want to check it out.
Yeah, listen, we go. Lois, I was telling Dakota that like we're definitely bringing her back for season 3 of Zach Hate Your Music, but the next time we do, we're gonna prompt her with a song each. You and I are both gonna like recommend her a record, and she's gonna open the show with her hot takes. Because she mentioned when you were away doing your homework that like she took a song off the list, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. So Dakota, keep that in the tuck. Keep that in the tuck.
Yes.
Before we move on. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm excited. Before we move on, as a group, what'd you think of Vivica by Jack Off Jill?
All right, so Vivica by Jack Off Jill. I was listening to it. I was like, oh man, this sounds kind of like female Nirvana. And then I was like,
what did I say, Dakota? What did I fucking say?
You literally said that. And then you like Nirvana. So.
Then I dug a little deeper. I was like, you know what this should sound like? Y'all remember that wrestler Raven?
Yeah, I do.
It sounds like his theme when he was in WCW.
Well, you old as shit, cuz. You're a geezer.
I was just listening to that joke, just like imagine myself sitting in the corner on the turnbuckle, like
with the cloth jeans.
My flock.
Sickening. By God, that's Wilson's
That's
music.
what made me feel like, no, it really did.
I am mad at you for it.
That's it. Always Forever. That's a 10. That's a 10.
We got a 10. We got a motherfucking 10. Shout out
that's a 10 of the episode.
Every time I skate, that's like on my list to skate to.
One down.
That shit goes crazy. I had that to the list for all those. But yeah, and then Vivica.
For Vivica.
I'll give it an 8.
Wow, you liked it a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Remember, you heard me listening to something and you said add that to the list?
Yep.
That was the song.
There it is.
Oh man, I hate to be that girl, but like it was giving 5 for me.
Okay.
It was giving 5 for me.
But, too lackadaisical for you?
It's like nothing really in about that specific recording, but like I was telling Dakota, I love a band of just women in it. Mm-hmm. Like that's my whole religion. And so like I want to give this band like the respect that they deserve because I've seen their name, I've seen the album cover all over the world, like on all like the blogs, the MySpaces, like the Tumblrs. I've always seen it. I never gave it the chance to. I never gave it like its flowers. So I am gonna like circle back and listen to the whole record. Plus, it was like produced by one of the guys in 9 Inch Nails, and like I love 9 Inch Nails. It wasn't Trent or Atticus. It was one like I think one of the guitarists produced that album. And so like as like an older band and like just like that grungy style that kind of like walked away from the limelight and like because can you imagine Jack Off Jill still being a band in like the 2025s? It could have been done, and who knows who they could have inspired, and like who knows to say which like rock and roll women have that in their back pocket or like their CD like booklet, and we never like had a conversation about them. So like it's just like at first and second pass, it's not doing anything for me, but like I don't want to like just like discredit like the lyrics or what kind of the impact of this band. It's not really like hitting for me on the first pass. So that's all I wanted to say about that.
Wasn't Susie and the Banshees an all-female band?
Older than this band.
Well,
they were hot during the 80s. This is Y2K kind of music.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, just the path of, all female bands is like.
Well, not to mention
there's some pretty cool fucking bands out there.
I do believe that, like, and bear in mind, Susie and the Banshees were a one-hit wonder. You know what I mean? And remember, they got sampled by 2 prominent acts after the fact. So. I'm just saying.
So, you got me there.
Let's move on as a group. I have this this next one, this being a girl, John. Like I have my suspicions about this shit. And let's talk about like Jonica the person before we talk about Jonathan the artist. I don't know who this is. I found her Spotify. Her Instagram's connected. I go to her Instagram. I see that she was at the most recent like Indiana Pacers basketball game. She's in a picture with Russ. One of my biggest ops.
What you got against Russ?
Wait, Russ.
I don't like that motherfucker. He annoys the shit out of me. Like he has such a chip on his shoulder about hip hop, and it's like, son, what is your deal?
Nah, I like.
You're a hater ass hater. You annoy the fuck out of me.
I understand exactly what you're talking about.
You are a square ass nigga, and I hate people like this. And I'm a square ass nigga. So how was an absolute dork from Montgomery County like annoyed by you?
Because you can see through it. You can see through it.
He's such a put on for me. And I
try hard.
And like, yes, oh my fucking god. And like to say nothing of your talent as a rapper, as a lyricist, as a person who has like ear for beats. I refuse to give your music a chance because like you're what's the word? You're pretentious. How dare you be pretentious about our culture? You're not even black. Bro, you're white. What? Marshall himself would not act in such a way. And he had
Malcolm would hate this guy.
Marshall would because like to say like Marshall Mathers Eminem would be like an asshole by hip hop. It's because like not only he's an old man, he's seen all the best go. He's currently seeing like he's currently watching like some of the best guys in our culture like get no love whatsoever. A person like you I don't like a motherfucker who's like, I'm talented as shit. I don't get the respect I deserve. I'm independent. Fuck you, dog. Like, anyone sitting next to you, I can't stand that guy. Fuck. Yes, Los.
So, I completely understand what you're saying, where you're coming from. Because I see that too in him, right? But when you save a fucking Will Smith song, you kind of get a pass from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you get the. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of you, but you're all right in my book, I guess. I'm
not surprised to see that connection being made. For what it's worth, I see how that happens. But like, just the way that like, and like, nobody's gonna like everybody. But man, oh man, it says something to me about like.
I'll also say this: if Jaden didn't just do the hook and actually got a verse in that song, however, I wouldn't have gotten to that Russ verse.
Oh really? I have a soft spot for Jaden.
I mean?
I'm not gonna lie. I have a soft spot for Jaden. I'm not gonna front.
There's a duality to it.
Hey, so, speaking of hip hop geeks, just as a quick aside. There's this one Logic song called Iconic where like somebody flipped like the icon beat and he rapped on it and like Jaden drops in just a drop in the middle of the fucking song before the beat changes and I'm like this is one of like the better Logic tracks but again Logic is so fucking cheesy it's kind of hard to take him seriously as like a talented MC. He's too corny for his own good.
Logic was better. Yeah. He was only known in the DMV.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't call it.
He seemed cooler back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I met him back in the day. He was cool people.
I met him too. He came to school. He signed one of my shirts.
Yeah, he didn't when we had class together. That's the irony of it all.
Yeah, he is your generation. I forgot about that, Los.
Who are not black and they're rapping, you know what I'm saying? They just need to watch what they're saying and watch what they're doing because people like us, we're not gonna, you know.
Here's the thing, right? The thing about Logic is that he spent a good majority of his career trying to prove to everyone that he is in fact black, and it's like, all right, we get it, you're black. However,
We've always
you ain't
known.
got the skin tone
I mean, he
to
is
say
smart.
the N-word for real. Like, it's a very complicated thing. You know what I'm saying? You have to be around your parents in order to say it.
Wait. I want to do.
He's a
I wanna
white.
do
At
one
least
thing.
your dad.
I want to say one thing. I want to say one thing, and let's move on.
I don't know, some random dudes from around the way. You know, I don't know who his dad is, but
I've met his parents.
I met Mr.
So,
Bobby
like,
one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say this, though, like not to get into a colorist conversation, but I'll say this.
One drop rule.
No, easy. You take it easy, sir. You pot stir. You better not. We're not doing this right now. I want to get one thing off.
You're right. I'm bugging.
You're doing a lot. What's that Jada quote? Yo, that was wild. That was
wild, daddy.
that bass quote. That bass on camera. Like you do too much now.
No.
What
were you saying?
If Kalani can say the N-word, Logic can say the N-word. That's all I'm fucking saying.
Wait, actually, you know what I was thinking about? Drake.
Never heard of him. Moving on.
Listen,
Los, you weren't here for it, but
what?
Los, you weren't here for it. But one of the producers on that Mariah the Scientist record is an OVO producer, and I'm like, I almost flipped the table.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. That's what you did.
Matthew Stroh niggas trying to get a beat off. Nah, we ain't doing that. That OVO stench is on you forever. It stinks.
That's a nasty 7.
Stop, Los.
That's a 7 with an asterisk.
I mean, like I told him,
Hey. You didn't know. You're okay. You didn't know. Okay. Can we talk about this Jonica record?
Sure.
Yeah, that's
all right. I want to go first. As the trans girl in the room. I want to say this record is giving problematic soft girl era. And I also want to say, what is Jonica doing on this song that Kali Uchis doesn't already do all the time? And for what it's worth, everybody's got to start somewhere. You don't have like a big discography, but I don't know, like it's giving turf. I don't know about this shit right here. Like it sounds nice, but like if I want to listen to this shit, I could just listen to who's my good sis that's managed by Tyler the Creator's manager, that Indian sister. What is her name? It's going to fucking kill me. Hold on. No. We're gonna look this up right the fuck now.
We got Google it. Yeah.
Close to you. I will say, Ravina. Like, I just go listen to Ravina if I wanted to hear this kind of music. For the record,
Ravina.
That's just me. I'm being analytical. I'm just like, I don't know what, because like you're posting a picture of Russ. Like this is like it's like. You know, because like far be it from me, like a person with no degree, to like discredit soft girl music. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, what type of time is you on, sis?
I get it, and to be fair, I discovered this song probably like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, it's fresh off the presses. I can tell by like the release history.
I'm just like, you know what? Being a girl is fun. Honestly, for me, it's the beginning. Of course, okay, I do like when my nails are done. I do like when my hair is done. That doesn't, you know, of course, every girl's different, you know, they don't like doing that stuff. My nails are not always done, but I think it just made me think about how being a girl is fun, period. Yeah, that's what I think it's fun. Like, I just discovered this song.
But I'm like,
fuck it. I feel like I need, because listen, that would have been like all bands on my list. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but I was like,
you were in good company.
I almost did it, but I was like, yeah, let me throw some curveballs on there. But no, I get it because y'all are men, you know? And like,
I'm a man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? it makes sense that it won't hit for y'all. I mean, you know,
That's fair. That's fair.
I get it. I'm not mad though. Because
let's see.
I know nothing
If she's still here a year from now, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. But it's just like,
honestly, we'll see. I feel like she's giving like underground SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? Like she's still. I don't even know where I heard that song from. To be like, probably somewhere on the internet from a video or something. Like
you said, you be on them dang reels. So, and it is a pin post on her Instagram. So let's see if it's still a pin post like a year from now. Like if she got a little buzz going. Los.
You guys ever listened to Led Zeppelin 4?
No.
That's a shame. But
me and the Zepp have beef.
God damn it, Doug.
For me, it's like I'm not really immersed in the Led. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. All right. Well,
pass a copy to Dakota, just for context purposes. At a future.
Yeah. What is your beef with Led Zeppelin?
One of the members of the band did some. One of the members of the band did some Drake level shit. That's all I gotta say about that.
I mean, but they're gonna die soon, so it doesn't matter. So it's like
talking about
the worst level, the Meet the Grams level shit.
It was Jimmy Page, wasn't it?
Sure was, baby.
you enough time goes by, something be coming up about these artists.
Yeah.
Actors, like you cannot put it past you that these are the best. You know what I'm saying? They're such good people because
they're always on such shit, you know. But again,
no, like it's not that. Like I'm low key annoyed at like the Zepp because when they were taken to court for because like one of like the bands in their realm was like, these bitches stole Stairway to Heaven from us, and they're like, we're old, we forgot, and the court's like, yep, sounds right, case missed. And I'm like, oh hell no, that's suspicious.
We're old, we forgot. It's hilarious.
Old, British, and whites. Yeah, okay. Nope.
Y'all forgot y'all were colonizers, nigga. Yeah, no, they're gonna have to answer for their sins soon anyway. So it's like,
Robert Plant, I'm watching your ass respectfully from a distance.
With that being said, this sounded like one of the songs from Led Zeppelin 4, The Battle of Evermore.
I've definitely heard about that song on blogs, so I'm with you.
Yeah. So like that's what it felt like, the Battle of Evermore, but you know, for being a chick. All right.
The Battle of Jonica.
Yeah.
How's it sit on the haystack scale?
The Battle of the Sexes or something. I don't know. Like, so I'll give it a 6 because, you know,
okay,
I'm not a girl, so I can only listen and understanding. But in other words, it wasn't anything, you know, that stood out.
It's window dressing. Really. It's window dressing.
Yeah. Hair doing music.
Literally, that's probably
that song is certainly a song.
I was listening to that song.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think it's time to like get to the main course. Let's talk about.
I wonder why we skipped over that.
Yeah, like trust me, there are lots of things to say. Let's talk about "Damn the Man, Save the Empire" by Pierce the Veil. I'm gonna take y'all back to 20. You know what? Like, let me make sure I get the motherfucking year right. I want to make sure I get it all out on the table because I have a lot of fucking things to say about this band. Let's go all the way back.
That being said, let me go ahead and listen to the story. Now I'm still here. Don't worry.
Oh, gotcha. He's listening to the story. No. Let's go back to motherfucking. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. Because Dakota, did you know that before Pierce the Veil was Pierce the Veil, in 2004 they're a band called Before Today?
I would not know that because I was in like 1st or 2nd grade.
Yeah,
fair enough. I'm not trying to G check you on that.
No, I know. But no, I would not. Tell me.
So, well, just as an aside, like just how Los is like, oh, have you heard of Led Zeppelin 4? Maybe you should check it out. I think you, if you're a Pierce the Veil fan, and this is for any person who likes their music, their first album before they Pierce the Veil, A Celebration of an Ending by Before Today, is good if you like that first album era of Pierce the Veil. But in 2007, they put up their first record, A Flair for the Dramatic. And we had never heard a band like Pierce the Veil since like Coheed and Cambria 2 years prior, with just like yeah, pretty much. We hadn't had like a Spanish man with beautiful hair sing so high in his register for quite some time. And so, like of course, like the girly pops came walking because like Vic Fuentes is a dreamboat, you know what I'm saying? And like he's an extremely talented guitarist, he's a good lyricist, he's a good screamer. Like he really has like the full package as far as like a person in the band should.
I don't really be liking songs where it's like full screed. I don't know if my little brain can take that, but I feel like I can take it, you know what I'm saying?
From Vic.
We'll other songs too. As long as it's not the full song like that.
Fair enough. So yeah, like had the perfect blend of like harsh and cleans, and they were running shit in the specific realm that they were in, my realm to be particular. And all was well and good until about 2017, because their drummer got hit with a Me Too level crime. And so the band like comes to a complete halt because Vic, the vocalist, is brothers with the drummer, and like had said previously about like, and this isn't a direct quote, but had more or less said like, I can't be in Pierce the Veil without my brother. We've done this our whole lives essentially, but now your brother got caught up doing some fuckery, and it's like, damn, what do we do? They just basically disappear for a period of time. Lockdown occurs. Well, it's like the fact of the matter is they didn't want to. We don't know how like the guys felt because they didn't say anything about like what he did or how it affected them. They didn't say anything to the press or anything to their fans, and so we're left wondering: do y'all support this man? Do you know what happened when it happened, or like are we just going to carry on like nothing happened at all? So they don't reappear again until 2023 with the Jaws of Life, which is where the song comes out. And they have a new drummer. What's it called? Well, like the drummer that like there's the guy who plays with them live. He's a black dude in a band called Lativ. And I said to myself, if they had just hired Lionel right out of the gate in 2018, there'd be no problem. We understand what happened. They're like, oh hey, you fucked up, and now you're out of the band. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I feel as though Pierce the Veil missed a great opportunity to say, hey, a good deal, like a significant number of our fans are women or queer people or femme-presenting people, and their safety is important to us. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, we condemn what Mike did, and we're going to make sure that like you guys are safe when you're interacting with us or any of our cohorts when we're on tour, like signing pictures and shit like that. They didn't say not a goddamn thing of that. And I feel as though it would have like reaffirmed that like, oh, these are guys who like are concerned about like the safety of the scene, because like punk and metal music is counterculture. And like people who are often marginalized, don't feel safe in like normal spaces, go to these shows to be seen, you know? And so I feel in general, I know that like that shit's important to them, but it would have made me feel more, I would have felt better as a fan and like a supporter of their work if they said, yo, we don't stand for that fucking shit. And if they had said something like the first week, as opposed to like fucking 5 years after the fact, I know they're being serious about this. But here we are now. This is my first time hearing this song because I gave up this band. I don't listen to any of their music at all anymore because I'm like, that's kind of like, it smells suspicious to me when you do shit like that, especially in this particular scene that is just like, it almost seems like every year someone gets canceled in like the hardcore metal, like punk scene for this kind of fuckery. This kind of, I'm not even naming the specific crime that Mike committed because I don't want to trigger any potential listener of this live stream later down the line. You can Google what the fuck he did. You know what I'm saying?
Something dastardly.
Yeah, he did do something dastardly. And so I listen to this song, I go on Genius. Guess who's the fucking writing credit on this goddamn song? Mike Fuentes. And like a friend of mine, one of my friends who like we worked on a podcast together here on my YouTube channel. we joked that like, hey yo, what if like they said they fired Mike, but he still played drums in the entire album? Thankfully, that's not the case. They got the dude from Third Eye Blind to play the drums on this album, which is kind of fucking cool when you think about that. Not to mention, the producer of this album is bro from Man. Some like emo nerd shit that y'all don't have to worry about. Like, there are lots of cool dudes behind the scenes making this record come to life, which is cool, but it's like, the one song that I hear from this record that I avoided like the fucking plague has a writing credit from Mike fucking Fuentes. And when I went to my homegirl, I'm like, yo, you love Pierce the Veil to this day. Have you heard this album? What do you think of this song? It's the one song on the album she did not like. And I'm like, that sends a very serious message to me personally, you know? And so I had to give that disclaimer before I like discuss the song. And not to mention, the name of the song, again, is, I want to say out loud, Damn the Man, Save the Empire. And like, that is definitely a wink and a nod. And I don't fucking appreciate that, like, that sneaky, like, third wall Easter egg bullshit. When we're talking about the safety of femmes and women in the punk scene. Considering, like, everyone wants to, like, sweep shit under the rug and just, like, get to the bag or get in the mosh pit. I'm not fucking with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not funny to me. That's just a joke. And especially considering, like, we used to, like, make fun of Vic Fuentes because, like, oh, his voice is funny. Oh, he looks like a girl. Those should not even be a factor if the band or the artist is talented. But, oh, he dragged his feet on a Me Too issue in a scene reeking of these particular issues.
You hear make a damn joke.
Then we're like, wait a minute. You listen to Pierce the Veil? Are you sus? Like, you like, because I feel like when you're a band that like is perceived to be a particular way, you hold some specific responsibility to that. Like, take for instance, 30 Seconds to Mars. Wait a minute. Listen to a band with Jared Leto? You know he got canceled, right? Because people always want to like get in your comments or like in your face on some like gotcha shit to be an asshole, not because they actually care about like the victims of said people. Yes, Los.
Motherfuckers hated his Joker performance that bad, huh?
No, and like and it's funny you mentioned Will Smith earlier. If Will Smith, a man in Hollywood, says, "Oh, you can't come party with us after the movie is done," like if you rub Will Smith the wrong way, yo, what is you on?
Yeah, because that's a hard man to piss off. Well, unless you're Chris Rock.
Not fucking. You just fucking flat.
Unless you're Chris Rock,
man,
of course.
That's been the talk of the town. It seems like if you say the right thing, I mean, rightfully so, you can trigger somebody.
No, but like, I just want to make sure like all YouTube or the audience knew that's the kind of energy I was on. Like, I hear about Pierce the Veil and I hear nothing, and I feel nothing but like regret and sadness because it's like I used to rock with these guys heavy, and now it's just like, oh, now I don't know if I can sincerely trust you, and like, and I could be overreaching for what it's worth, but like I don't think that I am, and it's just like Muggs just like kind of like these motherfuckers just went on the road with Blink 182, so it's like you motherfuckers failed upwards, and I don't like that shit. That gives me the heebie-jeebies, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to bear that in mind. Like, not trying to like poo-poo anyone's good time, because a motherfucker could hear what I say and be like, man, song slapped though, and just move on with their life. Hey, go in peace with you and your God. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure you know where this motherfucker stands, and we can continue the conversation. Dakota, you're first.
I'm laughing because that's exactly what I'm on low key. But because you first.
Ladies first.
Huh?
Your analysis on this song.
Yeah, why you chose it and like what it means to you and things like that.
Well, this conversation just like
I'm so sorry.
If I have any brain cells left after this conversation.
Oh, what have I done?
Truthfully, wait, when did this album come out? It was between this and another song, actually.
Can you tell us what it was?
Yes, and I have bad memory, so I need to go to my Apple Music. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm excited because I might know what it is now that I know what kind of shit you're on.
I would have picked So Far So Fake. Well, from this album.
From this
If
record?
I was picking another song, I would have picked King for a Day.
Damn.
They got 22.
And to be honest with you, I'm gonna be that girl and say it. King for a Day is played the fuck.
It is, but you know those songs where it's like, sure, it was played out, but it's like you have to acknowledge that it's a good song. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. King for a Day is where Pierce the Veil plateaued creatively as a band. I'll say that much. I won't even because as far as I'm concerned, as a former fan of the act, it isn't even the best song on the album. Like by a country mile, it's Tangled in the Great Escape, featuring Jason Butler. But that's what Jason Butler mark, you know. But it's just like it's kind of like, for me, King for a Day is kind of contrived in the sense it's so kind of tropey as like an emo.
It's
like
very basic, you know. It's like saying your favorite Paramore song is
Misery Business.
Or Misery Business. I say Ain't It Fun. I'm sorry. I love that song, but if you tell me I love Paramore, so if you tell me that that's your favorite song, just like
Hey, quick aside. Yo homegirl Haley Williams, the collaboration with one of my favorite singers, Moses Sumney. I'm gonna find a way to I'm gonna have Los pass that to you after the stream, because Haley Williams, that's one of our I know she's best friends with Taylor Swift. That's my homegirl. I fuck with Haley Williams.
Was my first love, truly.
Respect. Black people and Haley Williams.
I don't know.
We claim her, and we shouldn't, but we claim her.
I don't know what it is, but fuck it. Yeah.
It's because she's from fucking Tennessee. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? She's from fucking Tennessee. You know what time it is. And her pen, untouchable. Vocals, untouchable. Neither here nor there. She's gang. In most circles, she's gang. And one of my homeboys is SMHing in his desk chair. Corey, I'm gonna have you on the show at some point. Neither here nor there. So let's go ahead and go to Los, Dakota. Is that
okay? All right. So, you know what I've grown to love about one of the things about this show? The fact that we have this kind of yin yang dynamic where it's some shit that you absolutely rock with 100%, and I'm just like,
just mid.
I can live without it, man. And then there's some shit that you absolutely abhor as a band or an artist. I'm just like, damn, that's crazy, because this shit goes crazy.
And that's the thing. And always, art is perspective. Music, is perspective. Not everyone's gonna like something that you really like a lot.
That's it. Give it everything that Doug's told us. This song does dock a point.
What were you thinking before I said all that shit? What were you thinking?
This is gonna be a 9.
Wow.
Yeah, this song reminds me of playing Madden.
100%.
You remember Madden soundtracks?
In early aughts, they were cooking gas in the early aughts. You couldn't tell them motherfucking shit.
Early 2000s movie. It's like one of those songs they got on the track. You know what I'm saying?
05,
songs are playing the track of an old 2000 movie.
Yes, 05, 06, and 07. Those were the best years in EA Sports football to have a soundtrack. Even NCAA 06, they had a 6 soundtrack. They had The Clash, Train in Vain Joe. They had Shangri-La. I forgot who did that band. This is Shangri-La. They had Alive and Amplified by Cody and Cambria.
That was the Mooney Suzuki.
Okay, yeah. So
my is on 2%.
Oh no, you had to hit the charger. So yeah.
Got it.
So yeah, then Madden 06, 07 probably had the best.
07's the best one. 07's the best one.
Matchbook Romance Monster being the trailer song for that game.
Listen,
oh my god, that made me go. I need to have this game.
That song is so good. It is unbelievable how good of a song Monsters by Matchstick Romance is.
Oh my gosh.
That Guitar Hero 3 soundtrack. That motherfucking game saved lives.
Yeah, and it was on Guitar Hero 3, so I was later able to play the song.
No, like we can't, like, I'm not gonna glaze that game too wild, but oh my fucking Christ. The soundtrack on that game. 5-star plate.
Bro, this Holy Disaster smokes. By Newfound Glory, bro.
No, and Quiet as Kept, fuck that band.
Damn it.
No. Because, like, you know, one of the guitarists was Haley Williams' ex-husband.
Oh.
And because of what happened to them, they almost because she was just so hurt after that relationship, she was ready to put Pepper to bed for good.
Ooh.
Because she was just she had such a horrible time with bro. And so I'm like, there's no way I can listen to this band knowing what you did to Haley Williams, cuz. Just the neglect of one of our most and again, I don't know that woman, but knowing
all
that
right. Is there anything wrong with Cartel?
No, they're cool. Cartel's cool.
All right, because Say Anything Else is my shit.
Cartel. They're on this year's Warped Tour. You know what I'm saying? They got some joints.
Oh, they still...
I've always liked Cartel. They was kind of just faded away into the oblivion with no fanfare, unfortunately. Yeah, Cartel's cool.
Say Anything Else is their one-hit wonder, low key.
They have a few joints. Because my song by Cartel was always Wasted. But again, see, it's something knowing that you fuck with this song most means that I don't want to give this band any more press. So what I think is what I'll do when we start season 3, I think one of our band focused episodes will be Coheed and Cambria. Since seeing as though they were the blueprint for that particular kind of specific niche, and they're still together at this very moment. And
I believe anything gonna love. Just listen to the rhythm. Yeah.
We're not talking about the darkness right now.
All right.
And shout out to Justin Hawkins, because he has a successful YouTube channel. Justin Hawkins is one of them ones as far as English dudes who is a proper rock star. And, isn't a bit of a wanker about it. I'll say that. He just
a wanker.
Because English lads, you have three. You can be a shitty politician, you can play football, or you can play rock and roll. You have no other options. Eat fish and chips in the pub, or join the fucking Arctic Monkeys. You have 2 choices in life.
Join the Arctic Monkeys is crazy.
I love it, man. Oh, yellow bricks. That's a fucking show, gang.
Yeah, that's all reminds me of those
that cut you off? That cut you off?
Well, I mean, to wrap up the analysis, that song just reminds me of that, the Madden soundtracks, the Guitar Hero soundtracks. Is it reminded me of a time that I'm very nostalgic over, But
it hurts because they recently there's this cool radio station in Australia called Triple J, and if you get to play on that station, they make you cover a song, and they covered Radiohead, who most recently got big, just Red for Filth over the last couple of years in regards to Palestine. And so it's motherfucking, can y'all read the room? It's you can record any kind of cover you want. And I know how important Radiohead is to alt indie emo dudes, but it's just is there no fucking pressing agent or manager is no, not that one, guys. Not that one. Because, it makes you... It reads as a tone-deaf decision. You know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all could have been the one to say, hey, yo, Tom York, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You have an opportunity with this sort of things, but nobody seems to be in the room when they said, yeah, press record and put it on the internet. Okay, fellas.
Those businessmen are businessmen. All businessmen are tone deaf because their bottom line is $1.
Money.
So,
gross.
Yeah.
Stop doing that scary voice.
I'm sorry.
It just reminds me of the villain from the Disney movie.
I clearly chose the wrong path in life.
It's a deep Skeletor laugh. Yeah.
Yeah. Folks, friends, enemies, gays, it's Haystack Hate Your Music,
Girly.
episode 19. What was that?
What did you say, Go?
You forgot to mention the girlies.
Girlies, the girly pops.
Yeah, Chris.
Yep, ladies. Thank you so much for joining us this week. It's the middle of the motherfucking month. You know what time it is. It's Pride. Be who you are for your pride. Los and I will be back, hopefully, I'm guessing not late June, early July. Like, Los, I'm going to reach out to Young Picasso, hopefully tonight or tomorrow, because I got the first couple of dates free on my work calendar. We'll see if either of them work for him, and then I'll lock you in. Otherwise, that'll be the season fucking finale of our show. Dakota, thank you so much for hanging out. We can't wait to have you back. We might fuck around, have you on episode 2 of the 3rd season. You know, gotta do the K-pop part.
It's funny. I feel like I manifested being here because I
did you really?
Like, I need to be in a podcast. I need to be heard.
Yes, we do. We finna get you a proper fucking mic. Is what we gonna do. We get you one of these motherfuckers.
Oh my god, that's gonna feel too serious. Like,
I got one of those motherfuckers in the room right now, but I mean, it still works.
We can find one that can connect to Dakota's phone. Get her a fucking Chromebook. We gonna get to it. We gonna get to the. As these rappers say.
On a podcaster.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yo, calls to fucking action. Calls to fucking action. First things first, stay hydrated. Get your water in you. Secondly, it's the summer. Like, I know it's not the summer till like fucking the 21st of June. I don't give a shit. It's hot out. Right. SPF. Put on some fucking sunscreen. Mm-hmm. I don't want none of y'all to get skin cancer. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying?
I know
hat,
we don't
bring an umbrella, sit in the shade.
We do.
I got a farmer tan.
Hello.
Yeah. It's because the jobs you work, you know what I'm saying? You're working outside.
It's like I just always look like this. So
beautiful and handsome. Don't do that. When you go outside, protect yourself. Wear a mask. Consider it, please. I beg of you. Like I said in that last episode, one of the most recent side effects of the current strain of COVID-19 is the feeling of razor blades in the throat. Yes, Los.
They arrested motherfuckers for that now.
In Maryland?
In America,
technically in Nassau County. Technically, only in Nassau County, New York, is where it's specifically taking place. And the only other time that I've seen it happen, shorty who got like clapped up, they would let her go right away. And like their the commanding officer's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Let her go."
Because even they think it's stupid. Like this is all stupid.
Yeah, like the fact of the matter is, if you are in any way compromised, do like the respectful thing for yourself and for your community, for the elderly, for the children, you know what I'm saying, for your coworkers. Like, I was with the homies literally 24 hours ago, and I'm like, yo, can I slide? Yo, I'm stuffed up. And I'm like, whoa, we were just hanging out.
Okay, that's a lot of allergies as well. I mean, for me,
even for pollen, put this shit on your face, cut.
Keep the
germs away from my face.
Like, is the pollen not gonna stick to that? I don't know. I don't go outside for that long. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, I've been rocking these Johns for like the last 5 years. I feel ever so safe. So just for your consideration, I just feel like it's my responsibility as a content creator to make sure I'm suggesting these things. You can get a pack of these for like $20 at any fucking online retailer. So do what you will with that information. Two more. I think 3 more actually. Let's do the big one. If you looked outside, looked at the news, looked at your feed, fuckery is afoot all over the world, not just in the country. So please know that I, myself, and Los, I'm not going to put Dakota on blast for real. There's a link to rescue.org if you want to change the world, want to learn more about all the fucked up things happening across the world via the International Rescue Committee. I, myself, and Los, we stand with the nations of Yemen, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Ethiopia, Niger, Somalia, Mali, Myanmar, Burkina Faso, Darfur, South Sudan, Ghana, Hawaii, Bangladesh, Lebanon, Cuba, Nigeria, North Kurdistan, Sierra Leone, Iran, and Palestine.
Hey,
Learn something about the world
yep.
outside. Learn something about the world outside. Verify the information. Tell a friend. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I heard this. Yeah? Where'd you hear it from? Someone's always on the uptake. Like, just ask, what's the angle? It's important. It's important to know these sort of things. You can go to, there are plenty of sites that will like cross-reference the references. Because if it's some motherfucker who just wants to stir some shit, man, shut the fuck up, man. You're getting this block. Catch this fucking block.
Shut the fuck up talking to me.
You know, shut the fuck up talking to me. No, but before you go, you'll get it from this place. You'll be in the bathroom like Dakota. You know, wash your hands. You know what? Wash your face. You know what? Dab with a little
heavy on the wash your hands and with soap. You can't just rinse them with water.
Yeah, that's not how that works. Yeah.
Some of you motherfuckers are disgusting.
I see it a lot from women too.
Ooh.
Ladies, Dakota's snitching on y'all.
I be in the girls' bathroom. I'm not saying it's all of them, but
a few of y'all, too many.
From some older ladies.
What of y'all?
Especially.
All my gays, wash your hands. No, but you'll be in the bathroom, and what you gonna see in the bathroom? Your beautiful face, your handsome face. I want you to look yourself dead in the eyeball and say, "I love you" to yourself. No irony, no sarcasm. Say that shit and mean that shit. And if you can't do that, I understand. I'm not bullshitting. I'm so serious. It's very hard to be alive right now. The days are dismal, and they're not getting any easier.
Live in the delusion. Wake up and tell yourself you're that bitch. Okay? That's what it is.
We love you in the most like platonic and supportive way possible.
It's the little things too. Okay.
If you are having a fucking hard time, please ask for help. They are like, what the fuck did Mr. Rogers say? You know what I'm saying? Like, look for the helpers or some shit. It's like there are people with good intentions out there who want the best for you. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, so let's go. What Dakota's like from the year '97. We're in like in the early 30s now. It's like it's our responsibility. These boomers are going the way of the dinosaur. Let's offer them. Let's extend the courtesy they did not extend us when we were growing up. Yeah. So they can be like, damn, we fucked up. Yes, y'all did. Good night. That's been our show. Los, any final thoughts I may have missed?
Yeah, all this is just stupid. It's so dumb. That's all I can't stress that enough, man.
Yeah, life isn't a joke. Why the fuck are we laughing?
So stupid. Like ass backwards. Like however you want to call it. None of this makes sense. And the only sense it makes is racism. And it's like America can't beat the racist allegations. America's never beaten the racist allegations, yeah. We never will.
Not ever. Not ever. We're gonna
be the face of the league when it comes to racism.
We're gonna. I sincerely believe that like we're gonna live in a post-American
world. Man!
So like, let's make sure that like as the pillars are falling down in the temple, we grab our shit and we dip. You know what I'm saying? Like, pick up what you can right now, because like it ain't all coming with you on the other side, bruh. Like we're gonna all be in the same room someday. Like, damn, we really like. These motherfuckers were really wrong. That weird shit, weren't they? And we're like, yeah. Pass the filtrated water. we'll be the fucking vault dwellers in this bitch.
Yeah, they have filtrated water.
Exactly. On that serious note, say goodbye, good people. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It means the world to me. You guys are great. Godspeed. Be the joy. This isn't farewell. It's just a temporary goodbye. Goodbye.
Be careful and be easy.
Thank you.